I'm editing this week. Hey, how you doing? There's three things. First off, I'm editing this week. Secondly, I am under the I've been exposed to somebody who has beerfluenza, so I have to do the beerfluenza protocols, and hopefully the test will keep coming back negative and I'll be all right. And the exception to my editing this week may be tomorrow, but that's maybe. And the reason why is because we're expecting a winter storm, and that's the third thing big that's happening this week. Supposedly, we're having the biggest winter storm we've ever had coming, starting tomorrow, Wednesday. Well, technically, this is still Monday. Oh, I'm so screwed up. But yeah, Wednesday. And so I'm driving to Wake so I can start my editing shift. And I'm not soloing it, so that's a good thing. So they're taking it easy on us in that way, but I need retraining. It's been quite a while, so anyway, gotta go to Wake. Hey, how you doing? But since my already weird schedule has gotten weirder, I know I'm gonna, I guess, talk about the weather. Because the weather is supposed to get very crummy here. It's we're supposed to have like the biggest winter storm we've had maybe all year, maybe up to this point. I don't know. We'll see. You never know with weather. I've had situations where they predicted apocalypse or snow apocalypse or ice apocalypse, and we just get a few drips and it's done. But I don't know. So right now, it's started to gray up, and well, it's been gray, but there's some rain to the southeast, light rain, and the weather's still pretty warm. It's in the 50s, and yesterday it was in the 60s. It was really nice. I had slept through the whole day because of my strange schedule. And tonight when I come in, I'm not editing. I'm coming in to shoot. I'm coming in at 3, so it's going to be a day of either driving around in the snow all day or standing on the side of the road in the snow all day and freezing our tushies off. But it is what it is. We'll see. I've got my system set up one way or the other to see it should work pretty good, and I gotta do some fine touches to it and make sure it's working okay for tomorrow. So that's the update, and maybe I'll do some more updates as the weather changes, or maybe I'll do it tomorrow when I'm actually in it. So woohoo! Hey, I'm venturing out. Everybody's kind of, I think, reacting. I don't know. They're listening to what's on the news and everything, and they're canceling everything. So thus, the kids' CCD is canceled. Oopsies. That was just a violin. That's why I'm venturing out. Zach has broken a string, and I'm going to get a violin string for him so he can practice for the next 3 days, because I think schools will be canceled. But as of right now, the outside temperature says it's 38 degrees. There's intermittent rain. I know there is a little bit of snow up north and west. Mostly I'm seeing fog, and rain. And I hope it doesn't put down a layer of ice before. I hate that. But that's pretty much the update as of this hour. And I get to sleep in a little, which many people say 3 a.m. That's not sleeping in. Well, it is for me. And then I'm going to go out in it. Fun. I've done as much as I can to set up for this. I got this little, you can't see it, little iPad stand that mounts in the cup holder. It's kind of a stopgap. I'm going to put the YOLO box there, and hopefully all will go well tomorrow and be able to drive around in it. But if I have other plans, and that's what I'll do. I might, we might go find somewhere and stand out in it. But hoping not, because tomorrow's going to be a long day. I'm definitely going to rest and relax, and of course, this is a time that the kids choose to act up, so we're dealing with that. Some problems in school. This is a minor one. Zach covered up that he broke the violin string, and actually the reason he says he did is because he's afraid that if he thinks he's mistreating the violin, we're going to take it away from him. He's very afraid of that. So that shows that he really likes to play the violin and is actually enjoying it. So he might stick with it. So I want to make sure that he has something decent to practice on, but I don't know. It may not be open. They may be like everybody else with this weather, and saying, well, the media is saying the weather's going to be bad, so we're going to shut down early. Come on, people. Just use your senses and drive slow. That's all you have to do. The bad stuff probably won't happen until later on tonight when everybody's in bed already, and then deal with it tomorrow. Probably everything's going to be shut down, and I'm sure the schools will be. They're already planning for one snow day, I think, and 2 days of virtual learning. Yeah, good luck with that. Virtual nonsense, really. Oops. Anyways, gotta concentrate on my driving. I stopped to get the violin string, and then I had to get gas and preparations for the morning. And so that's why I'm here in Parkville. And as of probably about 20-30 minutes, it started snowing here. I guess it's snowing all over the Northland, at least. I don't know. So yeah, we got the snow already coming in. And according to my car thermometer, temperature is still above freezing. It's like 37 degrees, which it's probably about 35. That's close enough. So, yay, snow. Hey. You might have noticed it snowed. Pretty good snow. Not the snowpocalypse that some people called for, but good enough. Everything is shut down. Kids are playing. Well, a lot of kids are playing. Some kids are in studying. I wonder who that could be. Fine. And yeah, and a lot of people are shoveling and blowing snow with their snow blowers and yada yada. And it'll be in the 50s by next week, they're saying. But we're going to have another shot of snow tonight, tomorrow. We'll see what comes of it. So I spent my morning in Lee Summit with Cameron. We did all our live shots there, and I had some coffee from Whistle Stop, and so it was a long, hard, busy morning, but it was good. We got her done. So woohoo! Edit tomorrow. Yay! You doing? I worked 4 a.m. to midnight. No, 4 a.m. to midnight. Wow, that's a long day. I worked 4 a.m. to noon, which actually is a little afternoon, but that's okay. I came in a little after 4, so. And, yeah, I was editing, so there's not much to show there. And now I'm venturing out into the snow again here in Chessport. You can see how good it looks, how well it's been cleared. And I'm gonna, of course, eat some coffee since my shift is so weird. Nobody's home but the dongs, and the temperature is 10 degrees outside. So it's not great weather for them to be sitting in a car or sitting outside. And I hope everybody's getting their critters inside, because it's too cold to be out. Especially if you don't have a means of providing your own shelter. And, you know, anybody that has a dog tied up outside with no warmth or anything is just a jerk. But something going on here involving vagrancy, most probably. So I'm going to take this opportunity to have a nice hot cup of something. You know, it's going to be coffee. Because my hours are weird, but they're more normal than they have been in comparison to, you know, what everybody else's hours are. But they're still weird. You know what? I should have parked right there. No, it's too late. I can't do it now. Any parking over here? Am I out of luck? Well, there is sort of parking, but it's not really. I screwed that up. Fine. You know, maybe there'll be some parking right here behind me. If I don't run over somebody. Fine. Anyway, I gotta figure this out. Actually, there still was a spot open up over there, so let's go get some coffee. I, of course, have to admire the craftsmanship before drinking it. Coffee. It is fitting that it is really cold today, because on this day in 1959, a plane took off a little bit after midnight on February 3rd, carrying a pilot and 3 musicians, and it didn't get very far and crashed in a a field north of Clear Lake, Iowa. And that's been, since that time, has been called the day the music died. And I can see I'm drifting around. I don't know why. It's this gimbal thing. But in 2020, we went on a trip and finally got to visit that place. We didn't get to go into the surf ballroom, which was the last place they played. But we got to go see the memorial, and it was very touching. And it's a really sad tragedy. And in a way, in a big sense, the reason why it happened was because the three musicians, Buddy Holly, Richie Valens, and the Big Bopper, they were suffering terribly on their little concert tour, which was happening the end of January into February. And they just couldn't take another frozen bus ride. I mean, literally, one of them, the Big Bopper, had the flu. There was somebody who had suffered from frostbite. It was that bad. And they just wanted to feel warm, go spend a night in a motel, hotel, whatever, and feel dry and comfortable and get some laundry done and feel like human beings again. And touring back then in a way, Buddy Holly had been kind of an established name, was probably the big star of the tour. But the others were up and coming. Richie Valens was only 17 years old. And they, back then, you didn't, musicians, even stars, didn't have all the trappings that we have now. They didn't have the limo service and the rock star treatment and everything else like that. They had to watch every penny if they hoped to make some money on these tours. And they did these tours because, the reason they do tours now is to get their fan base excited about buying their records so that they could, make a living as musicians. And it was a lot tougher back then, even for stars. And unfortunately, it ended in tragedy, and we all remember that today. And I got to take the kids to the place where it happened, but this person is going to kill us all, speaking of which. But they're kids. They don't understand. They don't comprehend, but maybe someday. Anyway, so watch my video and watch the other videos on the subject, and listen to the song by Don McLean that he wrote in 1971. It was a pretty good song called "The Day the Music Died," and yeah. Since I'm in the mood for retro kind of things, I thought I would come here to this Valentine Diner here in the Northland. Hayes Hamburgers and Chili. Alrighty. Classic Valentine Diner. Pretty cool. I are sassified. Hey, how you doing? It's Friday. That was rude. Dang. And the temperature It still says it's 9 degrees here. It says it's 33 here. I don't know. It says it's nighttime here too, so it's probably 33 because I think things are starting to melt. It's been an eventful week. For a week of supposed nothing and editing, not going out. It's been pretty eventful. I did go out on Wednesday and got lost in the snow. But my week is over with now, and it's time to have some coffee. I'm going to a place I hadn't been going because my change in schedules just changed slightly enough that when I'm getting off, they're still not open yet. So, but now I'm off here at noon, so I'm going there now. So, woohoo! Hey, I had my coffee. I'm gonna risk trying to cross this busy 31st Street here from Campbell. I have to look it up just to make sure. There's been a lot of accidents lately. Lots of people crashing into each other. I don't want to be one of them. Will I make it? Will I make it? I can't tell because there are cars parked. There's one coming. All right, we'll make it. Woo! I wanted to go this way. I was sort of thinking I'll just turn right and go down or up Troost. Here's 31st Street. And the temperature, both are now in agreement. I don't know what was wrong with the Crapples giving me a wrong reading earlier. And they're now, car says 36, Crapple says 34. I go with 34 actually. So it does feel a little warmer, but it's still kind of miserable out. But yeah, now it's the weekend, and next week we'll be back to normal. Woohoo! I like the normal. The abnormal, the change in the schedule is okay for a little bit. I got used to some of it, but I'd still rather it be once in a while, just not all the time. But now I'm gonna go make it home and see what we'll have to eat later on this evening. Woohoo! We're always eating this time. This time we're trying out a new place I haven't been to before. Hey, hi. I don't know how you say it. Is it Pegas or Pegas? I think it's Pegas. Food. It's an old school IHOP. And the kiddos are infatuated as always. Luke is in the zone. He's in the zone. He's even got his eyebrows furrowed. Look at that. He's concentrating hard. Doesn't even care that I'm talking about him. Luke! I got my poke chops. Looks good. Saya has biscuits and gravy. Is it good, Saya?
Hey, do not exaggerate, please.
And Suyen has biscuits and gravy, and Luke has eggs and an awful. Awful. And Zach has a, what's that called?
I think it's called El Jefe.
El Jefe? Does that mean
Like chief?
chief? Oh, the chief? It's not like heifer?
No. Cafe is a chief.
The chief.
Cafe.
Well, he might be a heifer after that, eating the chief. Heifer after eating El Jefe. Plus, I got a panic. Panic. We are sassified. Coffee after church. Aunt Suyen is not with us because she had to work all night on call. So we had to do this all today without her. So we're doing this. This is different too. Coffee. Saya made a really good choice. She got the green tea, which is very strong. We all can smell it.
Pretend gravy is I burnt mine tongue. Pretend gravy.
Broadway coffee is my favorite. I love the coffees. Well, Broadway coffee and Head Rush. Luke has hot chocolate. So does Zach. And I have coffee. Good. Dog park. Kids and dogs having fun. What's up, Stella Pup? What's up? What's going on? Stella!
It's the ball, Jimmy. Chase it. Get it. Yeah. Jim. Bring it.
Stella! Woof, woof, woof!
Jimmy.
I got you.
Stella.
She's not doing it. Jimmy.
There's the ball. There's Jimmy. Jimmy's in the shadow. Oh, yeah. Bring it, Jim! Stella, have you found a friend? If you found a friend, maybe you found a boyfriend. Girlfriend. You got a friend, Stella? You got a friend? Woof, woof, woof. All right, I think it's time to get some vittles. Vietnam Cafe.